Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We finally got a trailer. Oh my gosh. Are you as excited as me?
I thought it was fake when I saw the thumbnail, because when it's always like it's like some fake bullshit that a fan's put together.
Happens a lot.
Yeah, no, I am. It happens so often. It's really infuriating. I am so excited. I love Guardians. I feel it was the one that took me by surprise at how much I loved, more than probably all of them. I didn't cry, but I definitely got emotional in this trailer. People are going to die. Like, that is just the vibe that I got. It's going to be really, really sad. And I don't even know if I'm ready for this. Is this going to be the final one? I think it is, isn't it?
It's definitely going to be the final one, directed by James Gunn.
Okay.
And if James Gunn goes, I think Bautista's going to go. So either his character dies, or I don't think we're going to see him again. There's been talk for years about possibly Rocket and Groot getting a spin-off, so that could happen, especially since they're both CGI.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think the idea is...
I can imagine all the characters getting their own spin-off, because at this stage, Marvel is just like, fuck it. Everyone gets their own spin-off series.
Honestly, Guardians went from their most unknown, useless property to one of their most successful, which is just how great James Gunn is. I honestly think they only made the first one because they wanted to have Nebula in the Avengers movies, and they needed her for Thanos. I feel like that's literally the only reason they made the movie in the first place. But I'm glad they did, because it's one of their best franchises that they've got. And I think the idea was, if you remember at the end of Volume 2, there was kind of like the Ravagers. They were kind of like not the Ravagers. There was kind of like another Guardians team. In the comics, they were, and Sylvester Stallone was one of them, and Miley Cyrus voiced a robot, and there were some others. In the comics, they were the first Guardians of the Galaxy team. I think I don't know if it's not confirmed, but the speculation, the idea is after this, they might do Guardians 4, but they're the new team of Guardians. But I've already forgotten who I know Sylvester Stallone's coming back for this one. I don't know about the others. So we'll see what happens to the future of Guardians, but I'm just hoping for a really great send-off. And I just really wonder what's been in my mind since Endgame is, so you killed off Gamora, but then you bring back like another version of her from another timeline that doesn't know Peter. That's like a really weird choice to make, knowing you've got one more Guardians film to come. So I can only imagine there's some sort of emotional plot or beat that they are trying to build towards. Otherwise, it's going to be weird. Yeah. So I feel like this movie could be a whole, like, was that 50 First Dates type thing where Star-Lord's trying to win over the new Gamora who's more evil or something. I feel like it's the only way you can give us an emotional ending or something, because the first two really focused on his family, and I feel like you've dealt with that. And now after the holiday special, you find out Mantis is his sister. So I feel like you need some sort of emotional through line for this film.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. I mean, they're pros at, filling in gaps wherever they have to. There might be some huge twist. Maybe, I don't know. Look, honestly, I have no idea. All I do know is the emphasis on the whole, like, I'm tired of running.
Yeah.
Like, this just tells me there's going to be some huge showdown. There's going to be a big farewell. Like, we're going to lose someone that we really, really love, and I'm not going to recover from it. I'm also really keen for Will Poulter as the villain. He is so good and so versatile, and I'm really, really keen to see him as Adam Warlock.
Yeah, so Adam Warlock's interesting because he's basically Space Jesus in the comics.
Jesus.
Yeah, and in the new, there's a Guardians of the Galaxy game that came out last year, last year on consoles, and Adam Warlock's in that, and it's like he's like the character they've got to get on their team to help fight, but he starts off kind of like a villain and he sort of turns good. So I feel like that could be what's happening, kind of. Like I feel like Marvel has a big something they do in every second Marvel film. It happens. There's a bad guy, but then becomes good in the next one or something. So I feel like that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's going to be him and someone else. There'll be another villain as well. But Will Porter got ripped for this, right? Like he's not the little boy
really?
we meet them. Well, I mean, he does not look like how he looked like in We're the Millers.
Oh no,
you know.
But do you mean like he got ripped? Like people aren't.
Oh no, I mean
him in the role?
His body is ripped. Like he's sorry.
I was like, I didn't know he got ripped. That's so mean. Like he looks so good.
No,
yeah,
I can't believe it's him.
Ripped.
He looks unrecognizable.
He does. I can see him becoming a huge Hollywood heavyweight. Like I have loved him in everything he's done. So really keen. Yeah, I think it's going to be still like hilarious and full of all of those fun bells and whistles that make them who they are, but also just sad.
Yeah.
That's what I'm expecting from this film.
This will tie into while we talk about a holiday special, but I'm excited to see was it young adult teenage Groot?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I can't actually tell. Like sometimes I go, okay, it's CGI, but sometimes I'm thinking, is that a guy in a suit? I can't tell. Sometimes it looks that good.
Surely there's something going on there because it can't just be pure CGI. It is too good. I fully agree. I love him. Every time you think that I don't know how they do it. They manage to get you more emotionally attached to Groot every single phase of his life.
It's insane. I'll tell you something to look out for in this movie. There's a shot of a rocket hugging what looks like an otter. So I'm not super familiar in the comics, but there was another Guardians game that came out, I think around the time the second movie came out, from a company called Telltale. It's like a choose your own adventure type story. And they had a really emotional story about him and this otter, which is kind of like, it was like a love interest for him there. And in this, they're hugging. I don't know if it's going to be the same, but if it's taken from the same source material, get ready for your heartstrings because
okay.
Oh boy. It's that little raccoon's going to make us cry, I think.
100%. No doubt about it.